Hello, hello, we're live. Just waiting for some people to come in. How's the lighting arrangement? Oop. Ooh. Should be all right. It's all right, good. Cool, we got Tom here. Ajiad, what's up? Michael, how we doing, guys? You guys can hear me, yeah? Sounds all right? Yep, you're all good. Cool, thank you, Tony. At least someone can hear me. Nick can hear me too, that's great. Oh, I got some hearts, got some likes. Amazing. All right, cool. Let's crack on. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate you joining me, showing the support, my first live video, my group. First of all, just how are you doing with your dropshipping so far? Are you happy with how you're doing? Are you unhappy with how you're doing? Have you got throttled accounts? Just let me know. Give me a few comments. Let me know what you guys are up to in your dropshipping career so far. Oh, we've got some angry faces. Yeah, mate, I feel you. Cool. And also, if you're watching this on the replay, just let me know as well. Just tell me you're watching it on the replay. As I've said, this one's about throttled accounts. I don't know everything, but I know quite a lot. I know a fair amount. As far as I know, I'm the only person actually speaking about this publicly. From what I've heard, there's other YouTubers who know about this, but just don't want to talk about it, don't want to help you guys out. I think that's pretty fucked up. So yeah, let's do this. So first, I'm going to talk about how I've overcome my throttled account for now, right? You know, I haven't been throttled on this account. Maybe I will, but you know, I'm being careful. I'm gradually working this all out. I've got 4 accounts and some have been throttled, some haven't. So I'm noticing patterns. I'm speaking to a lot of people. So I'm going to talk about how I've overcome my throttledness. And then I'm going to be talking about the plan for staying unthrottled. And then we'll move on to the Q&A where you guys can ask me everything you want to ask me. This is some pretty complicated stuff. It's been a fucking, the word ball ache has entered my vocabulary recently. A lot of things are a ball ache these days with all these throttled accounts and just all these, yeah, just trying to keep everything hidden and, you know, trying to hide things, like keep accounts unlinked, even not knowing if that's necessary or not. Things are taking up a lot of time, but for me, it's all worth it. You know, I'm making money again, so that's great. I'm happy with that. And then, cool. So crack on. So how did so we'll go back to my first conversation with eBay. They told me that, yes, the visibility of your listings has been reduced. I was pissed off. They said that what you've got to do, they said it's because the address on your listings is not the correct address that your items were being shipped from. So, you know, how the hell would they even know that in the first place? That's another question. But then they said to me that what you've got to do is you've got to just change change the address on each of your listings to match the correct address. So, you know, I was using 25 suppliers. How the hell am I going to find out, you know, like for example, Argos, Amazon, they've all got different warehouses scattered around the country. How the hell am I going to do that? That sounds like an impossible task. A ball ache, you know, to use that word again, a fucking ball ache. Pardon my French. So first of all, that would take ages. Second of all, they said that if I did that, it might change. I might see an improvement in 1 to 2 months. So, you know, if I'm going to put in shit tons of work, I need a little bit more than a might in 1 to 2 months. So ended that call, that live chat, very unhappy, pissed off. Next, they rang up eBay, was on the phone for an hour, was on the phone for 35 minutes to the head guy in suspensions. They were telling me, first of all, it's not been flagged, it's because of, you know, late deliveries. I was like, what are you talking about? You know, I was 1.7% away from top rated seller in late deliveries. I was like, this, you know, blah, 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 annoying story. So anyway, I worked out that I realized, you know, I just thought, right, fuck it. You know, I needed money, not in 1 to 2 months, potentially. I needed money 10 days because I had bills to pay. So I contacted a couple of people. Right. So now we're going to get into stealth accounts. So I had gone below standard a month and a half ago. And that's when I started looking into stealth accounts. And it sounded very complicated. And fortunately, I managed to get myself back into above standard. So great, you know, wonderful. As soon as that happened, without even me listing more, my sales just shot up overnight. You know, it was incredible. And then 10 days later, I got fucking throttled. So that wasn't great. So, right, I'd already read up on stealth accounts. So I was like, all right, let's do it, you know. About the stealth accounts, the easiest way is so what we're really doing is we're making a new account unlinked to the throttled or suspended one. So first of all, suspensions and suspended accounts and throttled accounts are not the same thing. Suspended is when your account is actually down. You can't even log in. It will just say suspended or whatever. You can't even change your email address. You know, when this happened, my sister gave me her account to play around with, but it was already suspended. She gave me a suspended account, which she didn't even realize. So I tried to change the email address, couldn't even do that. So if you've got a suspended account, say you've got 3 eBay accounts or more, or even 2, one of your accounts gets suspended, they all get suspended. You lose all of your accounts. That actually happened to a friend of mine, and a guy I met in Nicaragua that was also staying with Mark, and that was pretty fucked that he told me about that. So throttled accounts is not the same as suspended, but I thought, you know, if I'm going to put work into making a new account, I don't want to risk it going down as well. And I'm willing to take extra measures to make sure that doesn't happen. And so I managed to get 2 accounts or 2 people. It's easier to do that than to create other ones. You can buy accounts off the internet. I've never done that. I'll probably do it eventually just for experiments and shit. The easiest way is for someone to give you their account. So I was given 2 accounts. One of them is completely unlinked to mine. The other one is mostly unlinked to mine. So I'm going to tell you what things can be linked. So if I open accounts so my name, as you might have noticed, is Andrew Croft. If I've got a suspended account, if my account's been suspended under the name Andrew Croft, let's say another account is opened with the name Andrew Croft. You know, I'm sure there's other Andrew Crofts in the country, so it doesn't mean it's going to get automatically suspended, but it will set off a flag on the computer. And there are other things that will set off flags. So we've got the name, we've got the address, phone number, PayPal account. That's it for those just account details. And then we get a bit more tricky, the flash cookies on the computer. So if you log into one account on your computer and you log into another account with the same flash cookies on the same browser, they're going to be connected. So the flash cookies and also the IP address. If you log in with the same IP address, they're going to be connected. So let's say, I got a suspended account, then I open another one with all of the same things, same name, same phone number, same address, same PayPal address, same IP address, and same flash cookies. Very shortly, that account is going to be suspended as well. Very shortly, automatically. So, so I got 2 new accounts. One, nothing at all was related to mine. I don't even know if that's necessary to do that, but I want to be sure. And the other one, only 2 things were linked to my other one, the same PayPal and the same address, because I got it from a family member. So that's it. So I opened up so this is complicated stuff. So let's say I had my main account which was suspended. I'm going to call that eBay 1. I also had another account. So when that one went below standard, I was like, okay, I got another one which was like 2 feedbacks. So I played with that, built that up, got some sales, cool. we'll call that eBay 2, the smaller one. And when eBay 1 went below standard, I had 2 accounts. After 7 days or a few days, I realized 2 accounts is not fun. Took all these listings from eBay 2 onto eBay 1. eBay 1 was doing very, very well. Again, you know. And then it went down. And so, got eBay 3. So eBay 3 is the one with everything unlinked to mine. Even the PayPal address. This person also gave me their PayPal address, which is fucking amazing. Which is has its own other complications, so it's not that amazing, but you know, it's great. The generosity behind it was amazing. And we've got eBay 4, which has my address and my PayPal account. So I'm gonna say now that eBay 3 also has been throttled. And I was actually surprised because it was still making sales. You know, there was a bit like a couple of days before I was paranoid shit, you know. Has this been throttled too? And then it went back up. All right, cool. A couple of days later, little dip. Whoop, paranoia, throttled. Oh, okay, cool. It's just the paranoia. So, first, I thought that throttled accounts can still make sales. My eBay 1 accounts and my eBay, oh, sorry, right. So actually, 3 days after my eBay 1 account was confirmed throttled, eBay 2 also was, so I was not happy about that. And then yeah, right. So I was thinking, so eBay 1 wasn't making any sales, like, you know, 5% the sales of what it was before. And, you know, there's no point continuing to list on that, you know, if it's getting 5%, it's just, you know, loads of work for nothing, you know, I'd rather make a new account. And so yeah, eBay 3, that got flagged. It was still making sales. So I thought, okay, you know, maybe just because it's throttled, it doesn't mean it's not going to make sales. I assume that there were different like levels of throttling. Some are hardcore throttled, some not so much. But I've come to find out that gradually the throttled accounts, they start off just getting lower. So my eBay 3, that was still making sales. I put on, like, so 2 days ago, I put on like 300 high quality listings that I sniped myself faster than I usually snipe. So I was using a different strategy and some new tools. Put on 300 high quality listings, and I think I've sold 3 in the past 48 hours. So that account is down. eBay 4 account is doing very well. It's doing very well. You know, at the first week I was getting, you know, that little voice in the head, paranoia. Oh my God, a little dip in the sales. Has it been throttled as well? No, it wasn't. It's cool. So, you know, the graph is consistently up. It's good. That's not been throttled. So, originally with the eBay 1, it got. So yeah, we're told that it's because of the item location policy. So if we're told that, you know, we're going to assume it's true, but it's not true. I'm going to go more. It's just not. I'm going to go into that in a second. eBay 1, I wasn't loading any tracking. I started in May, didn't upload any tracking whatsoever until end of October. No, September. End of September, yeah. The reason I started doing tracking was because there was a new update, an eBay update, and it said that when a person opens an unpaid item case against you and you don't have tracking uploaded, they're going to automatically win the case and you'll get refunded. And they'll get refunded, you know, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit notorious for putting my orders through late. And so, you know, I get unpaid item cases, and I don't want to, you know, be in a situation where I've sent it out and they get refunded. That's fucked. So I thought, right, I'm going to get tracker bots so they get uploaded automatically. And so first of all, that update, it was bullshit because I've had so many unpaid, not that I'm proud of it, so many unpaid item cases against me. I mean, sorry, unreceived item cases against me. Not once were they refunded automatically. So I don't know what that update, that myth of the update was about. But anyway, I had a tracker bot, tracking uploaded. Three weeks later, I got throttled. So I assumed it was because of my tracking. How would they know that my items are not coming from the address on the listings because of the tracking, was my assumption. eBay 3 was throttled. I didn't upload any tracking, so I couldn't make that assumption. eBay 4, I use SaleFreaks with that. SaleFreaks uploads tracking, and that's fine. So it's not about the tracking. It can't be, you know. Hustle got real. I used Hustle got real on all 4 of these accounts. I thought that might have triggered it. You know, not Hustle got real itself, but the fact that I've got some software linked up to it, particularly tracking software, I assume that might be it, you know. But again, eBay 4 is fine. So I had a very good conversation today with somebody way more experienced than me. And he basically told me that, so it's not about the item location policy. eBay says that, you know, it's convenient, it's easy, you know, but it's really about just accounts that are considered high risk. Considered high risk to eBay, they get flagged, basically, they get throttled. It's protection. eBay's trying to protect itself, trying to protect its customers. So it's, obviously eBay's a huge company. They don't have like a team of people manually like, okay, this account, let's flag this one. This account is risky. This account, oh, Andrew's account, yeah, flag that shit. No, okay, this account looks fine, cool. They're not doing that. They've got a whole system. So what really we're doing is we do not want the computer to pick us up. We want to hide. We want to stay under the radar of the computer. And so yeah, like, if you're putting out lots of orders, you're not uploading tracking, that's weird, that's weird. If you value your items, you're going to upload tracking, particularly if it's high priced items and you're not uploading tracking. That's odd, right? Makes sense that it's strange. So also I was told that high ticket items are more likely to set it off. We want to go for lower priced items. You can make £10 profit off a £100 item. You can make £10 profit off a £20 item. I've done that. They're harder to find, but it's doable. It's extra work, but it's, in the long run, it's way extra work. Fucking building up a new account because it's got flagged. It's way extra work. Building up an account and then it goes down. Months wasted. Oh, just seeing the comments. Cool. I'm gonna do the comments in a sec, guys. So really, the plan, is for staying unthrottled. Is I was talking about this with Mark yesterday. Mark was saying, he's learned about Instagram. His Instagram's really picked up. You just got to find out what Instagram wants and then give it to them. Same with Facebook. Find out what Facebook wants, give it to them. Facebook wants people to stay on their platform, so provide great engagement. Give them posts that are getting lots of likes, kind of thing, and Facebook will reward you, give you more traffic, kind of thing. Like I found out, somebody told me today that like if you post a video, yes, like say I post a video directed to a YouTube page, Facebook's going to hide that because it doesn't want people coming off the page onto YouTube. So it's way better to put it in the comments, the link in the comments, for example. So what am I getting at? Yeah, to survive and thrive on eBay, we got to find out what eBay wants and then give it to them. So, I'm still learning about that. Obviously, I'm going to make more videos about this as time goes on. So I suppose that's how I'm making money again with a new account. This is what I've worked out so far. I'm sure I'm probably going to be wrong about some things, that's fine. It's a learning process. And, the other YouTubers aren't helping, but fuck it, going to do this anyway, with help or without. So, yeah, a little plan for staying unthrottled. So, guys, it's Q&A time. You got any questions? Pop in the questions. I'm going to scroll to the top. How many of you guys have been through, and how soon into it were you throttled? How to get online phone number. So first of all, before I answer that, like each of these accounts, I got a new phone number. I bought 2 new SIM cards. I bought two new chips for my phone to unlink them. So Abdul is saying how to get online phone number. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. The answer, I don't really know. I've never had to do that. One thing I do like this, I don't think it's answering your question, but most of the time I use on my phone Skype call. I just top up some money and call using Skype. That saves me, you know, unlinking, you know, calling out one eBay account from the wrong SIM card, that kind of thing. Also, I find Skype credit is like 0.7p per minute. It's way cheaper than actually my phone. Way cheaper. You know, this is how I was calling up eBay and doing my customer service to all the UK retailer when I was in Nicaragua. It was great. So what else we got? Actually, I think create. Paul Crouch says, actually, I think you can create multiple PayPal addresses for payments. I currently have 2. Like you can have a PayPal account with multiple a PayPal account with multiple email addresses attached to it. Let's say I've got one PayPal account with my email. I can't then make another PayPal account with that same email. Also, I've come to learn that once one PayPal account is connected to my bank account, I can't hook up that account to another PayPal. At least it's very, very difficult. I haven't been allowed to, that's for sure. Maybe you can get over it, but I haven't been allowed to. Cam Judge, don't understand throttle. Throttling is when your account sets off some triggers in eBay's computer system, the security system, and automatically the visibility of your listings is drastically reduced. Your listings aren't getting more traffic or nowhere near as much. They've gone way down the search. Michael saying, I'm not sure if I'm throttled. I fucking hope not, Michael. Doesn't sound like you are though. It doesn't sound like you are. You get sales, exactly. You get sales. Have you noticed a gradual dip down, despite how much you list? If you haven't noticed a dip down, you're probably not throttled. So you're doing well. Keep it up. So to avoid being throttled, we should always upload tracking numbers and scale slowly, right? It is advisable to scale slowly. That's certainly the case. Not only to avoid being throttled by eBay, but you can set up PayPal flags as well if you scale too high. That scale too fast. That hasn't happened to me, but with sale freaks, it's like an insane bulk lister and shit. And people who like I'm doing, you know, working with some people, and some of them have been they've had PayPal problems, we'll say, where PayPal decides, right, you're risky, we're going to hold 10% of your money, and that kind of thing, or more. So, uploading tracking numbers. It seems like it's definitely the right thing to do, to upload tracking numbers, yeah. You don't have to do it with everything. I mean, my Salesforce doesn't upload them for everything, but it uploads them a lot. Okay, cool. Tony Blank saying up to 5 emails can be used per PayPal account. Yeah, but don't keep swapping them around. Yeah, definitely. That's dodgy. Set off some flags, no doubt. We got Roxanne in the house. Welcome, Roxanne. Roxanne, any questions about throttled accounts? Leave them in the comments right now. I'll answer them. Nick says, I don't think I'm throttled. For items I was selling 2 or 3 times a day, I'm no longer selling. But I'm also not actively uploading daily. So that might be my issue with low sales. Personally, like, I started in May, was listing well, you know, listing a lot. And because I was new, like, when I had to deal with customer service the first time, you know, that took a while because I had to learn it. You know, now that I know what I'm doing, it can do it a lot quicker. But so what I would do, I would list a lot, and then I would get loads of sales. Then I'd be like, oh my god, all these sales, and then I would spend all my time dealing with the sales, dealing with the orders, all the customer service, doing returns for the first time, and like I didn't have any time to upload more. And then like maybe the week later I'd upload again. But anyway, like after 2 months, I was having so much work, and I actually hadn't listed for like a month, and I thought that was crazy looking back. Oh my God, it's been a month, but I was still getting consistent sales, very high sales, and they weren't dipping. So they say like you should list every day, 5 a day. And from my experience, doesn't, you know, you don't need to. You don't need to. But Nick Powell, what you can do is you're not getting any sales. You could even copy your title, search it in the search, check your competitors, see if you've suddenly got people who have sniped you. Because one of my best sellers a while ago, I stopped getting sales, and then I thought, oh, people are being sniped. Okay, cool. So I lowered my price, and then I was getting sales again. So you could play around with that. Cam Judge, we can have 5 email addresses, 5 addresses. Also only list about 5 to 6 high value items. Yeah, okay. Elliot Baker joined. What's up, Elliot? Stanley with you. Cam, new account from yesterday. PayPal is holding money. The fuckers. I feel you. Okay. Massimiliano saying, I'm not sure uploading tracking would solve the problem. I'm not sure either. I started a few months ago, always uploading tracking. Only recently I have contacted eBay and found out that I had been throttled. That explained the low sales. Yes, it does. Speaking to them, they gave, okay, after speaking to them, they gave you more visibility. So the sales went up. Yeah, well, that's great, first of all. Nice one. That's kind of strange as well. So like I mentioned, my eBay 3 account got throttled as well. I noticed a gradual like little dip, and then a day with no sales, very rare. And then a second day of no sales too. And then I was on the 3rd day of no sales currently. It was maybe about 2 p.m. I noticed an error with my listings. I was going to do a bulk list. Then it said, there's something wrong with your PayPal account, settings on all your listings. So I spoke to the live chat guy. He sorted the PayPal account thingy. Then I said to him, maybe that's why I wasn't getting any more sales. Sorry, I wasn't getting any sales for the last few days because of my PayPal account. And then he said, which address are your items coming from? And I was like, oh, fuck. I've been caught on my new account as well. So I was like, shit, you know, how do I deal with this? And I sat there for 2 minutes. And then he was like, hello, are you still connected? And I was like, oh, hey, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And then I just changed the subject, blah, 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 blah. And then he forgot about it. And then at the end, he was like, oh, by the way, Mr. Cross, I can tell you that the reason you haven't been getting sales isn't because of that. It's because of the item location policy. And I was like, fuck. So blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as the conversation ended, I got 2 sales in 10 minutes. And I hadn't got any in 3 days. Then I started getting sales again. And so I don't know. Yeah. My friend Sam, who was in my video with me the other day, one half of the DS lovers, he mentioned like a similar thing as well, where he got off the phone with eBay, then started getting sales. So Massimiliano, Matt, I can do this. Massimiliano. Yeah, nice one. It's really good that you're getting sales again. Hopefully it will stay like that. I really hope it does. So yeah, what else? What's up, Elliot? How you doing, mate? Welcome, Cam. You're welcome for the support. It's all good. What about eBay business? Will we get the same problems? What do you mean by eBay business exactly? You mean business account rather than personal account? Personally, I've never had a personal account. Yeah. I started these new accounts. They were actually personal accounts. Then I wanted to set up business policies to avoid certain problems, and to set up business policies, you have to upgrade into business account. So that was that. So cool. Any more questions? I'll give you a couple seconds. What else have we got? Who is throttled here? Give me just, yeah. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Yes, cool. Yeah, so guys, I'm just gonna tell you about like what my life was like a year ago. So, it was all good. I wasn't making any money. Like never in my life had I made money. And it sucks. I'm 29, I was 28, I was feeling like behind in life. Like I went to university when I was 19, did a degree, well, like didn't finish it because I lost interest in, I was doing film, really lost interest in that. Just was spending all my time doing psychology. Then did an actual psychology degree after that. So finished that when I was 26. Always wanted to learn Spanish, so I finished that, did an English teaching course, lived in Spain for a year, did that, came back to England, did some shitty sales job in London. It was a good sales job, but I had a shitty time. And the weather was shitty. And then, yeah, went back to Nicaragua. Sorry, not went back to Nicaragua. I went to Nicaragua. That was the first time. Teaching English. I was hoping, to get like a good English teaching job like I did in Spain. First of all, there were way less jobs than in Spain. And the pay was way less, as you can imagine, in Nicaragua, in Central America. The second poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, second to Haiti. So they don't pay fantastically. That's when I started, I had all these ideas, I couldn't really do it. That's when, I ventured online. I bought a online course, how to set up your own online English teaching company. And what also was that, I was applying for online, there's websites, there's platforms, kind of language learning platforms you can join and put a teacher profile and get traffic and shit. And so I was doing that, and I had another good time. First of all, a lot of these platforms I got declined for them just because my internet speed wasn't good enough. And I could have opened up my own company, and then I realized I have to be to do it properly, and me, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it properly. I would have had to just make loads of YouTube videos about teaching English, imagine now, I've got a blackboard telling you about fucking verbs and shit. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that for hours and hours and hours and hours, for years. At the time, it was a nice idea because I couldn't think of anything else. I didn't know what else was out there. I had teaching experience, and I wanted to work online, so I combined the two, but didn't work out. And it took ages to actually get my first lesson. And I was preparing for it, I was nervous, preparing well. And then 5 minutes before the lesson was scheduled, internet cut off and stayed off because I was in Nicaragua and they don't have great internet. So that was shit. And I wasn't having a good time. I was 28, I was still having to borrow money from my parents. And I felt stupid and like a burden, that kind of thing. I wasn't feeling good. And then I was leaving Nicaragua in a week or so. And then I met Mark. Yes, I did. And then I was in his massive house with a swimming pool, and I was like, this stuff is for real. What do I do? And he was like, okay, do this, this, and this. And then I did a little bit. I couldn't go full speed ahead because I was anyway. And then I came back to Nicaragua in May, and then I went full speed ahead. And then I started making money immediately. Well, I had first of all, before I had a month that I couldn't go full speed ahead because then I was going to go into this, go back to Costa Rica to this center where we learn and practice this incredible psychology, spiritual work. It's an incredible cutting edge shit. And I wasn't in the place where I could do computer work there, at all. So I had a practice month where I was just watching loads of videos, lots of Mark's videos, lots of Becky's videos, lots and lots. Listed a bit, knowing that I would be taking them down in a few weeks anyway. So kind of, and then in May, went full speed ahead. Watched more videos, listed. The month of May, made £320 profit. It's not amazing, but I was plenty to live on in Nicaragua. So let's say I was doing 10% margin, £320 profit. Also, I had 320 anyway. was going to say PayPal fees, but no, I didn't even dip into PayPal fees. I knew I was going to make up the PayPal fees the next month because I just knew I wasn't gonna stop until I was making money. I was going to do whatever it could to take money, and I did, and I still am. Yeah, so first month £320 profit, second month £1,200 profit, third month £1,800, and it was going up. You know, I reached over £2,000 profit a month on average, and also realized when talking to Sam the other day that I was actually calculating my profit at 10% final value fees, and there's a lot of items that they're not even 10%. You know, like for example, electronics, I believe is 6% final value fee, maybe 5, but I think 6. DIY tools, 6%. You know, so actually, you know, I was actually making more money than what I'm telling you, but you know, I thought I'd calculate it at the highest, you know, just so you know, I'm not wrong in the bad way. At least I'm wrong in the right way that leaves me up with more money. So cool. Actually, yeah, I made more than that. So yeah, so basically, you know, I wanna help you guys make money, because it's now I'm free. You know, I haven't worked for anyone in 6 months. I haven't been asking my parents for money. I've been giving them shit as well. It's been great. You know, the tables have turned. Yeah, it's been great. You know, I've been making up to them. Not that, you know, I need to make it up to them, but it's been great. You know, I'm free. I feel good. It's incredible. My life literally has transformed. I haven't worked for anyone in 6 months, except for a month ago. I did some like bar job, but that was only to hang out with my friends, and also to, you know, get out of the house for a bit. There was a beer festival going on. I'd worked at this beer festival a couple of years ago, a few times, and it's fun. So I did that. Yeah. So it was nice. It was nice working there, knowing I didn't need to. It's because I wanted to. You know, I've tried a few different techniques. I've been successful with, I would say, all of them, but it's like now I'm at the place where I want to pick my favorites. And now I'm going full speed ahead with the Sale Freaks, because that one, my account that I've been using Sale Freaks on is still up and running. So use that one. Plus I joined Sale Freaks with when they were promoting a mentorship program. So there's a guy who's making roughly like average £350 profit a day. He's personally mentoring me. So that's great. Unfortunately that mentorship thing is closed. But yeah, you know, I'm making money with GS Genie, but you know, I can't have 2 accounts. I tried that. I'm gonna say it again. It's a ball ache. One account, so much easier. Now I've got a VA doing my customer service, and it's so easier. Now I can. That's why I've got more time to go through this Throttled stuff with you guys. I'm really grateful that you guys are here watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the comments and the likes. It helps me know that, you know, I'm not wasting my time. So, any more questions before I go? Nope. Looks like we're all good. Oliver Bromby says, "What have I missed, mate? You can watch this on the replay, so it's all good. You missed some great shit, but it's fine. You can catch up. It's all good, bro." So yeah, cool. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more soon. You know, as I said, I don't know everything about these Throttled accounts. I'm still kind of playing around with stuff, and I'm definitely going to keep you updated as I learn more and more and more. So, see you later.